Hey you guys, welcome back to Just Doing Nails. So I'm going to show you how to reuse this cheap nail practice hand. So my hand is a little bit rough. You'll have to excuse her. I've had her for over 2 years now. So just so you can see on the thumb, that's how it's supposed to look when you get it. So the other product I'm going to be using is called this foam mounting tape, and I actually got this from the dollar store. And well, we can't really call it that anymore, right? It's more like the dollar plus store. Okay, but I will not get into that. Not today. Not today. All right, so we're going to take this foam mounting tape and I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. Because you don't really need it that big, because these nail beds on these cheap hands are really small. Well, at least on mine it is. So what I'll do is I'll cut out like a rectangular piece, and then I'm going to adhere one side to this nail bed. This is double-sided sticky tape, basically is what it is. So you'll put that on the nail bed and then you'll peel off the other side and it will expose the other sticky side. So go ahead and peel that off, and then you can put on your nail tips. And honestly, depending on the shape of the tip, that can sometimes determine how good of a hold that will have on that sticky tab. So here we are. It is on there. It feels really secure to me. So we're going to move on to the next one. Now, as you can see on this one is pretty big, but you know, that's okay because we want it to fully cover that nail bed. That way you get more adhesion and more coverage when you put that tip on as well. You guys, let me know if you have any methods that you use to reuse these type of cheap practice hands. And as you can see, this one actually came off. And I'm really thinking it's because of the surface. There's still some like acrylic on there, and yeah, and this one was really hard to stick on as well. So what I did is I got a brand new tab just to see if that will help, and it actually did stick on even better. So let's go ahead and do that one. And so you guys, this pinky was also giving me some problems as well. It was just not sticking. So what I decided to do is just grab one of these basic hand manicure files, and I'm just gonna rough up that nail bed, because when you have a rough surface, things can stick to it easier. That's the best way I know how to explain it. So that's what I'm doing. And then I also decided to switch to a more grittier file to really just get it nice and rough. So after I'm done with that, I'm gonna make sure I wipe off these nail beds with some alcohol to get off all the shavings from the file, and make sure it's nice and clean before I go in once again and try to adhere these tips. So let's try again. And it did seem to be sticking better this time around, but it eventually did come off. So I just went ahead and grabbed a whole new tab, which I should have done instead of trying to reuse this one anyway. They do lose stickiness easy if you're moving them, taking them up and putting them back down on something. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure you have the nail beds ready the first time around, or you will have to grab a new one. Okay, so I'm going to put the rest of these on. And then I'm going to show you guys a little quick endurance test. I'm just going to pat on them a little bit just so you guys can kind of see that they're just not coming off. Now you can't go putting acrylic on it, filing on it. This is just basically meant for I would say nail art practice. This method would be perfect to practice your polish application, to practice your nail art. As you see, that one did come off again. So irritating. So it's not a perfect solution, you guys, but it will definitely work with these cheaper hands. And again, let me know if you guys have any tips and tricks for these type of hands as well that I might not know about. Leave it down in the comments below, and I would love to hear it. And I did put one on the thumb as well. Even though that thumb was not filed, it still stuck on there pretty well. And right now I'm just going to do a quick demonstration of how my polish application went on these. And it actually went really well. The nails didn't fall off, because that's the worst thing that could happen, right? Is you're in the middle of a design and then the whole nail just comes popping off. Not cool. We don't want that to happen. So just to make sure those are on there really well. All right, and you guys, isn't this pink just adorbs? I love it. I love it. I love it. It's from Nail Addict, which is now called Nail Reserve. So yeah, you guys might want to check them out. I'll leave a link down below. And so let me know if you guys found this helpful. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that off with some alcohol. If you're new here, please hit that sub button for me. If you found this video helpful, leave this video a like. It will help YouTube's algorithm suggest more of my content, which will in turn help my channel out. I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.